All righty, good morning, all. This is the Frank Report. I'm your host, Francis Steffan. You're listening right here on American Voice Radio Network.
When the people wake up, we've got the tea parties. What do you think about the tea parties? Are they wasting their time or are they getting something done? What's your opinion of them?
Well, I think the tea parties, as long as they stay local, and I don't mean,
You mean not national, you mean?
I mean no bigger than your state. Okay, no bigger than your state.
And it's not organized nationally, is that what you're saying?
Exactly. You don't organize outside of your state. You want to make phone calls, you want to have teleconference, you want to talk to other people, that's fine. But you don't organize with anybody else. You just do what you do in your state and focus on what you're doing there and keep it closed to national interference.
Well,
I think you could do all right. I think you could make a big difference in your state. And that's really where I think the difference needs to be made.
What do they say, all politics is local?
Yeah. And, as long as they do that, I think they'll be all right. But as far as the national tea parties go, I think they've already been infiltrated by
they've all been infiltrated.
I think they've already been infiltrated by the and co-opted by the Republican Party.
Oh, yes, and the anarchists have already claimed, they've already said they're going to disrupt it on Thursday nationwide.
You read that, huh? Yeah, I read that, too.
The anarchists have said they're going to go to all the tea parties nationwide. And you know what? If they start getting nasty, then maybe the cops should shoot them dead.
They're not, and from what I read, these are not anarchists. They're Democrats.
Oh, really? The Democrats want to keep the welfare warfare state going, and that's what it is, because that's where most of their money is going.
Yeah, I read that article, and it's like, wow.
Oh, the anarchists are going to disrupt all the parties. Oh, are they the ones who are going to bring the guns? Well, gee whiz, if the anarchists are going to bring guns to the tea parties, then maybe now the cops can do something useful and say, hey, you start showing your gun, maybe we're going to put you down because this is people want to protest peace. This is the problem with protesting, Frank. Everything's infiltrated.
Well, that's true, and the thing is, though, that now they're calling these guys they've got this thing called crashtheparty.org.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's their website.
Oh, that's their I haven't even looked at that. I haven't even seen that until you just mentioned it.
Yeah,
Not even know there was a website.
It's crashtheparty.org.
So these guys are nothing but disruptors. All they want to do is disrupt peaceful protesting is what they're going to do, evidently.
Well, you want to know who they are? Here's who they say they are.
I'm sure they're all Democrats. They're all Republicans.
Well, you know what? When we come back.
Yeah. Oh, is it that time?
Well, look at the clock. I mean, geez.
I
had
goodness.
no idea.
Is it 3 minutes, folks? Okay. I'm sorry, Frank. We're over a minute already.
I
wasn't paying attention. My fault, too.
Well, we can take care of that right now.
3 minutes, folks.
Whether using your cell phone for business or staying in touch with family, your cell phone use is increasing. Use the Wave Shield, developed for ultimate cellular protection. The Wave Shield blocks, reduces, and deflects up to 97% of the radiation from entering the soft tissue of your ear. The Wave Shield, made of a patented mesh material, is proved and tested to block radiation without affecting reception. Order your Wave Shield today for only $19.95.
Did he just say $19.95? Hey, times are tough, so American Voice Radio Network is cutting the price to $17.95. That's right, $17.95 plus mailing. You can protect yourself, family, and friends from cell phone danger to your inner ear. $17.95 at theamericanvoice.com. That's the superstore at theamericanvoice.com. $17.95 plus mailing. Order now. You got people in the tea parties. Now, the one thing that they say is the unifying point of the tea parties.
Which is?
Well, over taxation.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But that's just one thing. There's other tea parties for other things besides taxation.
There are. But that is the overriding that every tea party says, yes, we are against the massive taxation.
Yeah.
We're against that. The tax system needs to be fixed.
Needs to be trashed totally.
Yeah.
And something, there's a 200-and-some-odd-year-old document that says, guess what? Let the foreign boys who want to sell their goods pay for the cost of Uncle Sam. That's the way it was set up.
Now, you got to wonder what kind of an individual doesn't want fiscal responsibility. What kind of an individual wants to keep doing just what the government's been doing? What kind of an individual thinks everything's great It's just wonderful the way it is.
The people who are getting the welfare prostitutes.
I don't think so. I don't think welfare is such a great deal.
It's not a great deal.
Anybody I've seen on welfare is not necessarily a happy person going, wow, this is great. This is the gravy train.
Well, guess what?
You know who the welfare people really are? It's the government employees.
And the politicians.
No, it's the guy running around in the car that's got the state plates on them, Al.
Yeah.
It's the chick or the guy behind the counter at the courthouse or the county building or the state building. It's them. They're all the ones on welfare.
How about shutting down all the alphabet soup agencies, Frank? How much would that save? And how about bringing all the boys home and letting people on other lands settle their own differences, and we're no longer the cops killing people?
So for one thing, I question how many government employees are actually involved in this crashtheparty.org.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's more than 50% of them.
I wouldn't either. Now, let's go on to who they are, who they say they are, okay?
Okay.
And this is from their website, okay?
Crashtheparty.org?
Yeah, I'm not making this up.
Okay? I believe you. I'm going to go to it right now while you're talking.
Okay. Who are we? Well, who we are. A nationwide network of Democrats, Republicans, and independents who are sick and tired of that loose affiliation of racist, homophobes, and morons who constitute the fake grassroots movement which calls itself the Tea Party. What we want, to dismantle and demolish the Tea Party by any nonviolent means necessary. How we by infiltrating the Tea Party itself in an effort to propagate their pre-existing propensity for paranoia and suspicion. We have already sat quietly in their meetings and observed their rallies. Whenever possible, we will act on behalf of the Tea Party in ways which exaggerate their least appealing qualities. Misspelled protest signs, wild claims in TV interviews, etc., to further distance them from mainstream America and damage the public's opinion of them. We will also use the inside information that we have gained in order to disrupt and derail their plans. Sound like fun? It is.
CrashTheTeaParty.org.
If you'd like to join us, just click on the word crash below. Well, I'll tell you what.
Okay, it's CrashTheTeaParty.org.
Yeah.
Okay. I had the wrong. I just had CrashTheParty.org. That's why I couldn't find it.
Well,
okay.
Anyway, so the thing is, it's...
Well, no, you're right. These are people whose jobs are going to be at stake when 90% of the United States government shuts down.
You're listening to AVR, the American Voice Radio Network. We're on free-to-air KU band satellite at Galaxy 19 at 97 degrees west, frequency 11836 vertical with symbol rate 20.770, PID left audio channel. Visit our website at theamericanvoice.com.